What's going on, guys? It is TJ back again with another video here at Gold Label Sports. And today's topic of the video, honestly, I just wanted to respond to a lot of the sports card kind of drama and negativity that's going on right now within the hobby. And just give my 2 cents and just how I feel about certain topics that are going around in situations. But before we get into today's topic, if you are new, please consider commenting on the video to tell me what you are actually thinking about all this drama that we are going to obviously go through today. If you're part of the community for a while and are informed with the topics, you guys know exactly what I'm going on, know exactly what's going on right now. Also consider liking the video if you do like sports card related content like this, and also consider subscribing. We're growing at a really great pace. The Gold Label Sports community is a great community that I'm very proud of, and I'm so looking forward to see how much we continue to grow in 2022. So with that being said, let's hop into today's topic. As you guys see, there's a ton of sports card drama going on right now within the hobby, just from people that honestly, like, integrity with a lot of people is at an all-time low. Morals, greed is at an all-time high. Morals for people are at an all-time low. And not obviously everyone fits into this category, but I just wanted to get on and just talk a little bit about it because I feel like my voice does matter within this kind of situation, because we have built a community based on morals, based on integrity, based on giving you guys the truth and not this pipe dream of you're gonna make $1 million in a day and the rest goes on. But first story that's kind of coming out is that people are just being really greedy. I want to get into that. One thing here at Gold Label Sports that we have tried not to do is be greedy in the sense of telling people, oh, you can make $1 million here, you can make this, you can make there. We give people realistic expectations and prices on cards that are going on throughout the hobby, right? Cards that are trending, cards that you should be looking out for, all that stuff. But there's other people that spike cards in the air for price wise to try to make a quick buck. They try to price gouge everybody, 5 cents, 10 cents, $1, $5 in box breaks. They try to sell off other people's pulls on live streams. The list goes on and on. I'm just saying, like, please just stop doing that stuff. There is no place, honestly, in the world for negativity and people to be screwed over their hard-earned money, but also there's just no place in the hobby for negativity in general. If you're in the hobby because you love the hobby, you love sports cards, you should be in the hobby. You shouldn't be out to make a quick buck. Yeah, it's cool, the cards are valuable. At the end of the day, you should be in it because you love it. You should collect your favorite players, collect your favorite cards in ungraded or in PSA or BGS or SGC or whatever it may be, and enjoy obviously creating a great portfolio that obviously holds value. But if it's just you are collecting to have a PC, that's perfectly fine, right? So please don't get into the trap of the negativity where it's like, if you don't have a gem mint 10 on a card, if you don't have cards that are worth $5,000-$6,000, then you don't belong in the hobby. That's not true. All right, everyone belongs in it that loves the hobby, loves collecting sports cards, and you guys should be welcoming these people, especially people that are just starting out and finding the hobby in 2022. You want to create a community. Well, this is the first step, is accepting everyone, no matter what skin color, where they're from, how much money they have, what their budget is, whatever it is. You need to be accepting and promoting positivity on your channels and in your content. If you're not, then just get out of the hobby, period. Going into another thing, I saw a live stream that a guy actually sold off one of the rarest cards you can kind of pull from a set and sell it off literally on a live stream the other day. I think it was like a Kaboom card, and just absolute disappointment just kind of came over me, because that could have been life-changing money for that person to sell that card, but instead you took it, sold it yourself, and then tried to cover it up with some charity scheme, and it was just very disheartening. So if you're a box breaker, calling you guys out to please have processes that promote integrity, have staff that promote integrity, and make sure that you guys are building up the sports card community, not tearing it down, because this guy that did it was a huge box breaker and his reputation is gone. Brand gone. Just like that, over something so stupid where all you have to do is honor the pack honor the card that you pulled out of the pack and give it to the customer who bought a spot in the break. It doesn't take much to do that, but I guess in 2022 it does. So I feel for people like that, because I started with nothing building this channel. In my collection, I started with nothing. And at the time, like, if I would have pulled that card and I would have sold it, it would have been life-changing money for me, and it would have been able me to expand my collection. So don't be greedy. It always comes back. It always comes back to haunt you. Do the right thing, and there's enough of that. Then it kind of gets into the next thing. So big time creators, they're doing, PSA submissions through third-party companies, and, hundreds of people got screwed over of thousands of dollars worth of submissions. And just be careful who you're partnering with, be careful who you're aligning yourself with. And I think you guys really need to do your due diligence in researching the people that your favorite creators are partnering with, because if they're promoting people that are skeezy, slimy, whatever word you can kind of come up with, do not be associating yourself with them, because you will get screwed over in some way, shape, or form by your, obviously your reputation, your brand. Your collection could get stolen from you. Your cards can't come back on time, and that's what happened. Hundreds of thousands of dollars had to be forked over to make it right between, obviously these big brands and just everyday people that trust them to deliver their cards. Just don't do it. Do your research, understand what you're getting into, and stuff happens. Obviously, eBay stuff happens, PSA stuff happens, but just be open, honest, and tell the truth and do the right thing. Thankfully, one of the people involved actually did the right thing and, forked over a ton of money to make it right with his brand and his customers. And that's amazing on his part. But the other guy didn't. And that's another thing. So kind of gets into the next one, right? This is kind of old news, but, obviously Logan Paul, right? Tons of Pokemon cards, $3.5 million was a scam, right? Fraud. What can you kind of take away with that in general in sports cards? All right, make sure, again, you align yourself with the right people, you trust your people, you make sure that you're doing your research, the industry inside and out, right? I am very familiar with the Pokemon card industry. I'm very familiar with the sports cards industry. I know what not to do. I know what to do. I know what to look for on cards that are fake. I know what to look on boxes that are fake, and vice versa in both industries, all right? Make sure that you are educating yourself in the same possible way, because you could be one day, if you make it big and you're dropping, 5-6 figures on a card one day and it turns out to be fake. We've seen that so many time and time again from, auctions on, even PWCC to Probstein auctions to these big people who are pumping and dumping cards just to make a quick buck, right? It always comes back to haunt you. Don't do it. Make sure you're holding yourself to high standards, surround yourself with positive people in the hobby. And this kind of gets me into my last kind of comment is, there's no point in starting drama. There's no point in comparing yourself to other people. There's no point in saying, oh, I don't have enough followers. Oh, I don't have enough subscribers. Oh, I'm not making crazy money on my YouTube videos. Oh, this other guy has it, so much better than me. Everyone's on their own race, their own journey. Don't compare, because that's just gonna bring you down and it's gonna make you exit the hobby, all right? We, had a bunch of people exit the hobby prematurely because of the market just going down a little bit. Those are the people, like I said in my one video, that do not belong in the hobby because they're not in it for the right reasons. Be in it for the right reasons, help people, serve people that are starting out, just like you were at one point. Align yourself with the right people, stay away from the drama and all this stuff that's going on. Obviously keep exposing the people that need to be, kind of kicked out of the hobby. Make sure that you are doing your due diligence as a collector to, thoroughly inspect, thoroughly grade your cards, align yourself with the right people, and don't fall for all the scams that are out there. So that's kind of my 2 cents, guys, and, say what you will, but if you are not, doing that in 2022, at this point, there's so much scamming going on, so much greed, so much just misalignment, and just people that are just such good people aligning themselves with the wrong people, and it's causing them to go kind of down the tubes. Like, just make sure that you're looking up to the right creators, the right collectors, the right, people within the hobby, because if they're giving you misinformation, if they're not, being true to themselves, if they're not being vulnerable, it's going to come back to haunt you, because you're going to have a crappy collection, you're going to have a terrible experience in the hobby, and you are not going to be where you want to be when it comes down to it. So If you guys, have any other thoughts, please go in the comments. I would love to hear how you guys feel about all this sports card market drama that's kind of going, down. It's subsiding right now, but I really think you guys just need to be more aware and make sure that you guys are, obviously aligning yourself with the right people. And obviously just staying informed. So this is TJ with Gold Label Sports, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really thankful for you guys as the community. And we are going to be getting back to uploading 3-4 times a week like usual. Just been crazy over here building the brand, the back end, and all that stuff too. So also as well, big announcement, if you guys are a fan of Pokemon cards, I started my own Pokemon card channel as well. The link is in the description. So if you guys want to subscribe over there for only Pokemon card content, I'm going to take the Pokemon card content out of here and put it into my own separate channel. I would love to have you guys a part of that new community. So this is TJ with Gold Label Sports. Thank you guys so much for all your support, and we will see you in the next one.